Hello my students, in this lecture I'll be telling you more about formula making, that is how do we make the different formulas. Many times you might be confused that why if we are combining oxygen with different elements the formula seems to be different. Students, you all know the formula or the denotation of the oxygen is O. How is oxygen denoted? Oxygen is denoted as O. And if we talk about magnesium oxide, the formula turns out to be MgO. If we talk about sodium oxide, it is Na2O. And if we talk about aluminium oxide, it is Al2O3. So these all are the formula of the different elements when combined with oxygen. And they all are different. Magnesium oxide shows MgO, sodium oxides show Na2O, and aluminium oxides show Al2O3. So you might be confused that how these formulas are made and why do they show different combinations. See students, the first rule for making the formula which you need to keep in your mind, that you think for the cation and the anion, means कौन सा पॉजिटिवली चार्ज स्पीशीज़ है आपके पास और कौन सी नेगेटिवली चार्ज स्पीशीज़ है, आपको इस बात का ध्यान रखना है, उसी बेसिस पे आपका फॉर्मूला बनेगा. These are the valencies and the charges you need to learn along with the symbols. Then only you will be able to make the formulas. For example, if you are using carbon, so you must know that the carbon is denoted by C and its valency is 4. And similarly, all other. These are very important and the first and the basic steps for the formula making. The next, write down the ions with their respective charge. First of all, the first step was that you need to choose what is the positive charge and what is the negative charge, for example, and then you need to write their ions. I'll showcase you how. Write the cation first. Yes, the priority is always given to the cation, the positively charged species, followed by the anion. Yes, the negatively charged species. So the first preference would be to whom? The positively charged species. And then what we need to do? We need to balance the charges by crisscross multiplication. What does it mean by crisscross multiplication? The charge of cation would be received by anion and the charge of anion would be received by cation. See how, I'll explain you now. The first step was, if first of all we'll start with the formula of magnesium chloride. If we are talking about magnesium chloride, first of all you need to check and let me know what is the cation. The cation is the magnesium and chloride, that is chlorine, is the anion. So first of all we will be writing the symbols. The first step is to write the symbols. Mg and Cl is to write the charges. The charge of magnesium is +2 and chlorine is -1. The third step is to crisscross them. We have crisscross the charges. Magnesium took the 1 of the anion Mg and chlorine took the charge of magnesium 2. So the formula turned out to be MgCl2. Is it simple? It is so easy. Moving ahead, we have of sodium nitrate. Again in sodium nitrate we thought, and the first step was to write the cation first followed by the anion. Next we need to write their charges, +1 and -1. After writing their charges, we have crisscrossed NaNO3. See students, if both have the valency 1, we do not write. No need to write like this. Na1, then NO3 1. No need to write in this particular manner. Simply we can write NaNO3 if both do have valency as 1. Next we will talk about calcium hydroxide. This is one of the most common formula which is usually asked in your exams. For that, simply calcium is again cation, hydroxide is anion, their charges are +2 and -1 respectively. Calcium took the charge of hydroxide 1 and hydroxide took the charge of calcium 2. And see the representation. OH, complete OH is having the charge 2. Some students write in this particular manner, Ca1, O2, H2. No students, this OH is complete and hence this is not the way to write. or this would be the wrong way to write. The correct way is this. You need to make a bracket on the whole species hydroxide and then write in this particular manner. Moving ahead with the hydrogen chloride or HCl, commonly known as HCl. H is having the valency 1, Cl is having the valency 1. We just crisscross them, we got HCl. That is H1, Cl1, no need to write 1. Simply, it is HCl. Moving ahead with the calcium oxide. Again, calcium is our cation, oxygen is our anion. The valency of calcium is +2, oxygen is -2. Crisscross them. What will come as the answer? It will come as Ca2O2. Now, both the species are having 2. We can simply cut them. 2 by 2. So, our formula turned out to be calcium oxide, CaO. Further, talking about hydrogen oxide. Valency of hydrogen is 1, oxygen is 2, hydrogen is our cation, oxygen is our anion. Combining, we got the water. H has taken the valency of oxygen and oxygen has taken the valency of hydrogen. H2O is the formula of carbon tetrachloride. Now students, you might be thinking, what is carbon tetrachloride? Do not get confused. Just think about the elements present, carbon and chloride. And if you are confused regarding what is the cation and what is the anion, you just need to think, जो पहले आ रहा है, कार्बन पहले है, कार्बन हमारा cation है और क्लोराइड बाद में है, क्लोरीन, वो हमारा anion है. So we'll write carbon and chlorine. We'll write their valency. C valency is 4 and chlorine valency is 1. We just crisscross, we got C1Cl4. There's no need to write 1, so we'll write CCl4. Next, zinc chloride. Zinc first with the valency 2, chlorine second with the valency 1. Crisscross them and the formula turned out to be ZnCl2. Zn1Cl2, which we can simply write as ZnCl2. These are the simple formulas, and by watching this video carefully, you will come to know how do the formulas get made. Students, learn the valency and the symbol of the elements carefully. Write down the cation first, followed by the anion with the symbol in the charts, and in this way you will come to know how to make the formulas. It is a very easy concept. Want to check out what do you understand by this video by making the formulas of the two compounds. First is the calcium carbonate and the second is potassium hydroxide. Thank you for watching the video. I'll be serving you with more of my content.